right, so as most of you guys have probably heard by now, the big-time Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, right, gets busted and fired for basically being a sexual deviant, serial sexual assaulter, been accused of raping several different women, and of course the liberals are just nowhere to be found. Like they're not standing up and calling him out or anything, because he's one of them. He's one of the liberal elites. Not just a liberal elite, but a liberal Hollywood elite. Stories coming out from all over the place how people like Matt Damon were putting pressure on women to not come out about him and what he did to them. Some famous women too, like Ashley Judd. And I hate Ashley Judd. She's a horrible, horrible liberal, but she talks about how pressure was put upon her by a bunch of people in Hollywood to not come out and talk about what he did to her a long time ago in the 90s when she was young and up and coming and that kind of thing, right? So I'm listening to this interview from Donna Karan. She's, DKNY, right? The fashion icon. Also big time upper echelon liberal, right? So they're asking her about Harvey Weinstein because they know that they're friends. So in this interview, and you can look it up, just Google Donna Karan interview Harvey Weinstein, right? In the interview, she actually takes blame away from Harvey Weinstein and says that basically, and listen to the interview, there's no way to take this out of context, basically these women were asking for it because of their clothes. That this is what's wrong with society today, is that it's the clothing. It's the clothing. The clothing is too revealing, and apparently it was just too much for Mr. Weinstein. He couldn't resist. It wasn't his fault, and it wasn't the women's fault either. It was the fault of the clothes. Now, never mind the fact that this woman makes those very same types of clothes. She's made billions of dollars off of selling those types of garments. It's not like she sells burqas, people, okay? She doesn't sell trench coats, all right? Okay, she sells skimpy, sexy outfits, for the most part. A lot of other stuff too, I'm sure, but hats and purses and stuff, I'm sure. But that's what she makes her money off of. So not only is this incredibly hypocritical, but it's funny when it comes to these liberals and these elitists and this kind of stuff, just with the line of thinking and the hypocrisy. I mean, first of all, the hypocrisy of not calling out one of their own. When if this had been a conservative individual who was accused of doing these things, there is no way in hell they would be, doing their best to avoid the conversations. I mean, look how they went after Donald Trump just because he said something on a tour bus. He didn't actually do anything to anybody, but he said something, and they called him the worst human being in the world. He was a racist, bigoted, anti-feminist, whatever, right? Like, he was just a horrible, horrible individual because he said something. And I don't agree with what he said, but still, Harvey Weinstein can literally rape people, but it's okay. It's the fault of the clothes? I mean, this really goes into the mind of a liberal, right? Like, it's exactly what they do with gun control, right? It's not the person. It's not the evil individual that did something. It's the gun. Like, that's how stupid this argument is. It's utterly ridiculous. Is this an important topic to discuss? No, it's not. Is it a nice little insight into the mind of liberals, especially the liberal elites, and how they think? Yeah, it absolutely is, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys today. So that's it. Donna Karan blaming clothes for women getting raped. What do you think about that? Pretty interesting, huh? Yeah, love it. Gotta love it. So that's it for today, guys. We'll talk to you later.